Hi, I'm Dr. Aimee. Thanks for attending today's session. We are going to medically assess some of our favorite book couples. What qualifies me, you're asking? Look no further than my very real, very physical degree. There you go. There you go. Now let me show you what ranks we are working with. Our very first rank is soulmates, and this is for the couples that were meant to be. I would personally officiate their wedding. Next we have weekly check-ins recommended. They are mostly fine, but I would want to keep an eye on them. The very middle tier is give them a Xanax or two. They are salvageable, but at least one of them journals. The next one is detain separately. ASAP. These are a public safety concern. And the last one is I quit. God, Freud, not even a lifetime of therapy could save them. So there you go. These are our ranks. Now, I am no bibliophile legend, but I am a fine connoisseur of romance. So let's meet our patients. As you can see, we have quite a variety of them. Rom-coms, dark romance, romantasy. Back to Aimee, the not so scholarized one. Now, you've been kind of angry with me for giving spoilers in my video. I understand, though I do not know how that happens. Apparently, I'm not capable of making a difference between general information and spoilers. And for that reason, this video will have timestamps, and you can also see all of them on the screen right now. There will be spoilers here and there, but I'm not planning on giving spoilers all throughout the video. Now, I cannot promise anything, but you've been warned, okay? You've been warned. Now back to being a therapist. Okay. First we have Kai and Payton from the Powerless series. Now, after finishing the first book and after getting some spoilers about what's going to happen in the next books, I feel like Kai and Payton need quite a bit of therapy, intensive ones, and a few Xanax pills, in my humble professional opinion. They are soulmates, they really are, but I feel like they need to get over the crisis of literally killing their parents, so I guess we're gonna put them and give them a Xanax or two section. Next we have Kit and Payton. Now, I really, truly hope that this will never happen, though unfortunately there is one person out there who commented on one of my videos giving me a gigantic spoiler, and if you're watching this, I will never forgive you. Why would you say that in a comment if I haven't read the books? It was very cruel of you. I really don't want to say the spoiler here, I might be wrong, but if you know what I'm talking about, you understand why this couple will not work at all. Now, after finding the spoiler, I feel like God would not approve of this couple. So, there you go, I quit. Then we have Mac and Adina. The only one who needs therapy here is me. I definitely needed a few pills while reading this. Now, I feel like Mac would need a couple dozen Xanaxes, for that matter. I am pretty sure that Lauren Roberts fantasizes at night about how she can mentally destroy her readers. That is my take. I identified with Adina so much in this book, it's absolutely crazy. Even if I knew what was going to happen from Powerless, girl, Mac's point of view took me out. I was literally bawling my eyes out. But I feel like the fair thing here is to assess them as if none of them was murdered with a tree branch. So, I would say they are definitely soulmates. Definitely soulmates. Daphne and Miles from Funny Story. Now, let me put this straight. They were cute together, but if you know me, you know that Miles is the most insufferable MMC I have ever read about. But as a professional therapist, I would only say that Miles needs a reality check. There are no safety concerns, but Miles really needs to understand how respect works. So in my humble opinion, I propose separation just so that Daphne can find a real man. Then let's put Nate and Stassi before, because I want to keep you on our toes. Now, Nate and Stassi from Icebreaker. Do I like them as a couple? Yeah, sure. Are they cute? Yeah. Does that matter? No, because I am a professional. Stassi goes to therapy regularly, so that's a plus. And I believe that Nate didn't really do anything wrong in this book, from what I remember. Like, he was kind of chill. So I prescribe weekly check-ins for them and a heavy beating for that bitchy little labubu of a partner. I didn't know what a labubu was. It is just all over my For You page, so I thought that was funny. Malachi and Olivia from Little Stranger. Girl, I believe this is way over my paycheck. I would jump out this window here. You can't see it, but it's a window here. I would jump immediately if I were to actually be their therapist. No question asked. No, because what's going on with them is a whole other level of deranged. And yeah, I would quit my job in a second. Poor Olivia should have been traumatized by screwdrivers by now. Guess she's just as deranged as Malachi is, since she enjoys every second of it. Tristan and Morana from The Predator. Now, I say we should separate them. I feel like there is a lot of emotional damage going on for both of them, but Tristan really needs to learn how to not be a mute and actually communicate. Killing your father seems like a very real reason to step out of a relationship. Though I won't lie, I kind of like their dynamic. But he definitely needs to learn how to show emotions, okay? Because poor Morana, she's doing all the heavy lifting in this relationship. Zayden and Violet from Onyx Storm. Now, they have their issues. They do. What couple doesn't, to be honest? I really like them. Yeah. Their issues lay around miscommunication and lying and all that, and literally not being able to touch each other because he basically is a venom, so that's just how it is. As much as separation is required here, I will oppose to that. I just know they'll work it out eventually, so let's just give them a Xanax or two and hope for the best. Yeah, they are soulmates, for sure. They just have to work it out, and Rebecca decided to make us wait 2 more years to see that, so that's on her. That's why they're not in the soulmate category. It's just an awful cliffhanger. Awful one. Finny and Autumn from If He Had Been With Me. Now, both Finny and Autumn deserve to be put in jail indefinitely. And that is for the offense of being that incredibly stupid. Honestly, Autumn is the most insufferable 13-year-old child I have ever read about or known in real life, whatever. She's very annoying. And she definitely needs therapy, and honestly, Finny is kind of stupid too. I like him better. He's seems like a nice dude. Also, Finny, did you really need to pick your ex up? Did you? Could it not happen? I would say, let's just separate them and move forward. Next, we have B3 with January and Gus. Excuse me, I mean no offense, but how do you think I would imagine a guy named Gus? No shaming, everyone has their name, but Gus doesn't sound so appealing to me. Though I could get over that and assess Gus as being a nice dude. Now, compared to Funny Story, this was gold, honestly. And they do have their issues, as with I think any, because I only read 2. As with Emily Henry books, you know, they all have miscommunication issues. They do. But as said, Gus is way better than Miles. Just for that, they seem to be doing fine, even though they hated each other in the beginning. They are cool. Let's just say weekly check-ins recommended. Rowan and Sloane from Butcher and Blackbird. Now, these are 2 really silly murderers who fall for one another while dissecting corpses and poking eyes out of their sockets. Okay, cute. But I believe they need intensive therapy sessions, both of them. Now, Sloane needs to really get over just running away from her problems. That's one thing. Maybe she could start journaling. As much as I personally dislike Rowan and Sloane, I think that they kind of fit together. But murders aside, I think I would prescribe them a few pills, to be honest. Zayd and Adeline from Hunting Adeline. Now, both Zayd and Adeline need desperately hospitalization in a psychiatric unit. Like, ASAP, like right now. Just separate them and let's take all of Zayd's guns and just put them as far as possible from Adeline. Okay? As far as possible. I say just keep them like that for a while until they come to their senses and start acting like normal people. Yeah. Detain separately ASAP. Killian and Glyn from God of Malice. Now, as a professional, I believe that not even God can save them. Nothing can save them. Did I like the book? No, for some inexplicable, unknown reason, I did. But Killian is a very, very big walking red flag, and Glyndon is all here for it. Now, explaining why exactly is Killian a sociopath and Glyndon a masochist will take all the fun and disgust out of your experience. Now, if you're up for it and you are over 18 years old, I would suggest you read the first chapter and you'll understand why it is that bad. May this love never find any human beings on this planet. West and Skylar from Wild Eyes. Now, West handled being a fan so well and he even got the girl. Yeah, I like West for that. And I feel like he's okay with himself. Maybe a therapy session here and again, but we're fine with him. Skylar, on the other hand, she might have some trauma after, well, everyone lying to her and her family and just them being pieces of shits. Shits? Yeah, multiple shits. But she's fine now. They are fine. In the sexual field, I say that they are actually thriving. Might I add, they might be having too much fun. In my personal opinion. Way too much fun. But who am I to judge? They are good to each other. Now, for the sake of this video, I would put them in the soulmates section, but I don't feel like they're soulmates. The connection is not there. The chemistry, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's say weekly check-ins recommended, because she kind of has some issues. No, this is, I'm subjective here. I don't like them that much. It's fine. Professional can be subjective sometimes. Caraval with Scarlett and Julia. Now, someone really needs to get their lying in check. I'm confused as to who does what and who is who, which is not great in a relationship. They seem confused too. Honestly, everyone in this book is a pathological liar. Scarlett and Julian both need some cognitive therapy and a pill or two to calm down. The next couple is B and Levi, but in my head it's Levi from Love on the Brae. No, honestly, they are soulmates. They even talked before and they just saw eye to eye, and I feel there is no question about it. They are meant for each other. I mean, they do had some issues, like Levi really didn't know how to communicate, but I feel like he learned his lesson and he grew as a person. So yeah, they are soulmates right now. Adam and Olive from The Love Hypothesis, my favorite ever rom-com. Now, there's nothing to discuss. They are absolute soulmates, for sure. They're just perfect. Liz and Wes from Better Than the Movies. Now, these two are cute. They really are cute. Liz has some issues, okay? She definitely needs to work on herself. Okay, Wes is fine. He's good. Are they soulmates? I don't really know. They sorted everything out, yes, but I will still prescribe some weekly check-ins for Liz, at least, you know? And next we have Alex and Ava from Twisted Love. Now, opening your mouth and saying, "Welcome to the lion's den," before having sex should be illegal. Jail immediately. Also, stalking and literally being totally immune to cringe should be valid reasons for detaining a person. My personal professional opinion, that is. The cringe is really bad with this too, and poor Ava, she needs to go to a very intense therapy retreat for a while, you know, to get over everyone lying to her, including said lion. So I say we should detain them separately, at least for a while, so as to cure Alex from his immunity to being cringe, at least that. Orion Rain from The Ashes and the Starkers King. Now, we have some really deep-rooted trauma and situations here. Killing each other, then bringing them back to life, followed by literally publicly claiming that you are going to grape them to protect them in reality. All that after you killed their father? That's a bit too much. A bit too much, honestly. Honestly, I say there is no salvation in this case, or at least there shouldn't be any salvation. Sorry, I cannot see how Orion and Rain could actually be okay with each other. First, we have Tamlin and Feyre. Truth be told, Tamlin is just a really little man who has issues, okay? He's just a tiny man, okay? He's not malicious. That being said, I still profusely hate him. But as a professional, I feel like he's not a bad person per se. I think so. He really needs a lot of therapy and not putting Feyre under that much stress, because poor Feyre, she didn't deserve to be treated like that. And for that reason alone, I feel like no one could save this relationship. No, Tamlin needs to get out of the picture and go do something else. You know, celibacy for a while. That's my recommendation. Now, Rhysand and Feyre. Okay, so they're absolutely perfect. Rhysand is, what can I say? Where is he? Look at him. He's absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, I haven't got the chance to read about Cassian and Nesta, because otherwise they would be here, because girl, do I love Cassian. I do, maybe next time. Now, with Rhysand and Feyre, they are just meant for each other. They're soulmates. And Rhysand helped Feyre out so much that she's fine. They're fine. There's no better relationship than this one. They're happily together, literally soulmates. Literally soulmates. Achilles and Patroclus. Okay, they were meant for each other. They were meant for each other. But they were pretty much stupid at the end of the book. Very stupid decision. That was very stupid. I feel like we should just give them a soda, put them in front of the TV, make them watch Breaking Bad or something like that, and just forget about war altogether. Give them a pill or two to help with that. And I feel like they would thrive in the 21st century, honestly. Diana and Liam from the Book of Azrael. Now, they were definitely not made for each other, because they were literally born to kill each other, and they didn't really hit it off in the beginning, to be honest. Do I hate them? No, I don't. They could work things out. They seem to do just fine right now. So I feel like they only need therapy for now. Yeah, they could manage, you know? Cardan and Jude from The Cruel Prince. Now, Cardan really needs some therapy. Yeah, he needs some therapy, some medication, something to help him out, because he has some issues. Now, Jude is kind of plain, to be honest. She's kind of boring. So I feel like Cardan and Jude kind of work together in a way. I only read the first book, okay? I know you guys have been literally bullying me into reading the rest of the books. I have them. They are here, guys. Look, where are they? They're somewhere here. This is one of them. The other one is somewhere around here. Now, I'm going to read them. I swear I am going to. But please, be a little bit patient with me, because I am reading all these books, and it's kind of a lot, to be honest. And I've been in a reading slump lately. This past month, I only read 2 books. Shameful. I know. I don't know what's going on. But I will read them, I promise. Now back to Cardan and Jude. Somehow my perception of Cardan changed a little bit. Like, maybe he's going to really get better in the next books. Yeah, I feel like I might be wrong with how I perceived him. I said Cardan is kind of a dick. Jude is rather boring, so they might actually really help each other and work out. Xanax would help them chill out, you know? Cardan, yeah, for sure. Now, the next 2 couples are both from Shatter Me. We have Adam and Juliet and Aaron. For both of them, like, Juliet needs therapy, for sure. Like, we have therapy prescribed here. Now, with Adam and Juliet, Adam doesn't seem like a bad dude, okay? He's not a bad guy, per se. He is very boring. He is very boring. No personality whatsoever. I'm not sure if with the next books, Adam is actually going to turn out to be a piece of shit. Who knows? But for now, they're not meant for each other. Adam and Juliet, no, they are no public safety concern, but better to separate them. Because, you know, Adam might die. You know, if Adam is truly really bad, we could just let Juliet kill him altogether, and then we're fine. But let's just say Adam is not that bad as a person, so let's just separate them for both of them's sake. Was that English? I don't know. Now, Aaron and Juliet. I haven't read Ignite Me yet. So, I haven't gotten the best of Aaron yet. I can't wait for it. But what I do know is that Aaron is madly in love with Juliet, and he does need a few pills to calm him down. And Juliet, after what she told him, after calling him Adam, Juliet, when I catch you, Juliet, you don't do that. That was Oh my god, I wanted to dive in the book and strangle her. Yeah, let's just give them some pills and I am rooting for them. But at the same time, in my humble professional opinion, I believe that Aaron Warner would be a much better fit for this girl named Aimee. She loves books. I'm just saying. Twisted Games with Bridget and Riz. Now, for sure, we do need some therapy. I wouldn't go as far as saying that they are good for each other, not soulmates for sure, but they do manage, you know, to work it out. Definitely some daddy issues with Bridget, but you know what? Reese seems to be able to work with that. So let's just put them with the weekly check-ins recommend, because they need to keep it in check. Still. All right. This is our tier list as professional therapists. Well, I guess that most of our beloved couples are in need of therapy, as I, and probably you too, have enjoyed their depravity. In a lot of cases, you know, that makes one wonder. But I guess we just gotta accept it and just move forward. Tier ranking videos are just so fun. I hope you enjoyed them too. I also bought this specifically for this video because I don't need glasses. I used to hope I'll need glasses so I can get cute glasses to wear and, like, I don't know, be stylish. But apparently I don't need that because I can get just plastic ones. Yeah, I do love them, to be honest. Hope they help with blue light. I don't know, is that a scam? Who knows? Yeah, I bought this for the video. I'm gonna use them in my videos in the future. I really like them. Now, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you have any other ideas for tier ranking videos, or honestly any other videos for that matter, just tell me in the comment section below. And since you're already here, I guess you could just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, maybe you'd like to watch this video next. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!